Hey everybody, Coach Suzanne here. Just wanted to do a video to share with you how I got started on my weight loss journey and what has worked for me, as well as some of the other coaches here in our group. So over the last couple of weeks, we've been talking a lot about nutrition, clean eating, reading labels, and understanding just how much proteins, carbs, and fats you should have for your body, particularly if you are trying to lose weight and become the healthiest version of you. It can be overwhelming. It can be very overwhelming learning, how many proteins you should have, what is a protein, what is a carb, what is a fat, how much is too much. I can tell you myself that I spent years trying to figure out this formula, and now this very simple system that I use today, which started me on my most recent weight loss journey and has made things very successful for me, is the 21-day fix. And so it's really simple. I'm going to show you. It comes with these handy containers, and each of these containers represents a protein, a carb, or a fat. So it's really simple. You will get a package, and in the package comes this booklet where you're going to do a calculation, and then it's going to tell you, based on this calculation, you'll understand how many of each container you should have. So for me, I'm currently in the lowest calorie range bracket, which is 1,200 to 1,499. However, when I started, I was in a higher calorie bracket. I was in the 1,500 to the 1,799. So you can see there's columns. It's all going to be based on your weight loss. So I'm over here. So somebody that is heavier, has a little bit more weight to lose, say someone who has 50, 60 plus pounds to lose, you're going to probably be in this column or further. So you're going to have more than what I'm going to be showing you. But for me, I am allowed to have 3 of these green containers. These green containers represent vegetables. Now, they don't look massive. I know when I first ordered this and I opened up the box, I thought, oh my God, what am I getting myself into? I'm going to starve. And that's simply not the case. You'd really be surprised just how much stuff you can cram in here, and then close the lid. And when I saw that this was vegetables, I thought, I normally have a salad that's in a container this big. How would I ever, fit all of that into one of these green containers? But I actually use one of these just to put my greens in, like my spinach or my kale or my lettuce, and you can really squish it in. And when you dump this out, it fills up the whole bowl. So that was a big woohoo to me when I first filled the container up. So I'm allowed to have 3 of these greens per day. I'm allowed to have 2 of these purples, which is fruit. So things like a banana, for example, that wouldn't necessarily fit in here. A banana is higher in naturally occurring sugar, so that would be half would count as 1 serving. So that's the purple. So 2 of those a day. I can have 4 of these reds a day. Red is protein, so that's things like eggs, or like your lean meats and fish, or protein shakes and things like that as well. Yellow is your carbs and your starchy vegetables, so I would be allowed to have 2 of these a day. Things like toast or what have you that wouldn't necessarily fit in here. A piece of whole wheat bread would count as 1, or 1 serving size of whole grain crackers, say probably 7 or 8 Triscuits, for example, the smaller kind. Those would count as 1 of these yellows. And then you have your orange. The orange is fats. These are specific fats. These are fats that come from seeds or your oil-based homemade dressings. And you're allowed to have 1 of these every day. And then blue is also fat. So this would be things like cheese or nuts or avocado or hummus. So you would be having 1 of these per day. And then you would get 2 teaspoons a day. So teaspoons would be things like your cooking oils or your nut or seed butters. So for me, I would have 2 teaspoons. So just to give you an example of the range, somebody who is in a calorie bracket of say 2,500 to 2,800 calories a day, they would start off with higher numbers. So there would be 8 of those green containers, 5 of the purple, which would be your fruit, 7 proteins a day, 5 carbs a day, which would be your yellow, and then everybody, no matter what calorie bracket you're in, only has 1 blue and 1 orange. Those are your fats. But then you would have 8 teaspoons a day if you were in that higher calorie bracket. So somebody who has more weight to lose, you are not going to start off in the same place that I'm at. And starve yourself. You're going to gradually introduce the containers, and eventually as your weight drops, you go down. So like I said, I started off in the 2nd calorie bracket, and I've worked my way down to the lowest calorie bracket for me. So it's really quite simple once you get the hang of things. So in the booklet, and I'll show you, it gives you your container food group. So it lets you know what each container is. So it gives you a list of all of the different vegetables that would be in your greens for the day. So you basically go through, you choose the foods that you like in that list, and those are the foods that you would eat. And then purple would give you your fruits. So hopefully you can see that. And then red would be your proteins. So you can see it gives you a pretty significant list. Yellow would be your carbs and your starchy vegetables, things like sweet potatoes or regular potatoes. And then your blue and orange, which I mentioned, are your fats, so your cheeses, your nuts, and your seeds. So what you do basically is you set up a meal plan, like I mentioned earlier in our programs that we did last week. So you're going to basically write out how many of each color you're allowed. I typically go through on a Sunday, I go through my cupboards, I go through my fridge, I see what I have, I see what needs to be used up. If you're on a budget, you can go through the flyer, see what's on sale, and then I would actually write out my list. I usually start out with dinners, so I know what I'm going to be eating during the week. If I'm going to be at a meeting, say for example, it's going to take me longer through the night and I'm not going to be home, or I'm going to be out for dinner, I want to make sure I have all of that stuff plotted into my week. And then from there, I just really plop in like what I'm going to be eating each day. I tend to make more dinner so that I can eat it the following day for lunch as leftovers. So it's really a really simple plan. And the whole premise of the 21-day fix is that you are going to spend 21 days creating these new healthy habits of eating properly. You're not going to be eating anything artificial. Those are not in your food list. You're literally eating real food, no artificial ingredients, and changing your system. You're going to change the way that your body reacts to food, and you will lose weight. The other part of the 21-day fix is that you're going to get a fitness program. And so you would be doing a 30-minute workout from home every single day. And the way that they do it, it's so effective. Basically, like day 1, you would start out with the total body cardio. Day 2, you would do like an upper body workout. Day 3, you would do a lower body workout, and then you would do a Pilates, and you would do a yoga, you would do another cardio. So there's a whole system, a calendar in place so that you are working your body effectively, and on those days where your body may need a little bit of a rest, you do an active recovery. So that would be a day that you would do your yoga or your Pilates. So the workouts have been designed to be so effective. And as somebody pre-babies, I used to work out in the gym for 2 hours a day. I did that for like 10 years and I was in really good shape. I would have thought that an at-home workout was for people who don't work out, not for people who go to the gym and know how to lift weights and do all those things. And when I had my babies and I had no time to go to the gym, or if I went to the gym, it was literally like a 2-hour affair. By the time I got there, came home, I'd have to try to time it in with breastfeeding and all of those things. So it was really stressful to me. And so when I started this program and I was able to do the at-home workouts, I really thought this was not going to be for me. And I've been blown away with how effective they are. There is a moderator in each of the workouts as well. So if you are not as advanced or you've never worked out a day in your life, it's a way for you to learn how to do the workouts, and you are taught how to lift weights and, you know, utilize your body and have correct form. So great workout plans. The third piece of the 21-day fix that you do with the challenge pack is you get Shakeology. So you have heard me talk about Shakeology and you've seen me post about Shakeology. I can't even begin to tell you how amazing this product is. Shakeology basically is a whole foods, nutrient-dense shake that you are going to have in place of one of your 5 meals a day. That's right. 5 meals a day. You will not starve on this plan, I promise you. This is not a typical protein shake at all. It is low on the glycemic index. It's lower in calories. It's really more of a health shake. It has fiber in it. It has protein in it. It also has superfoods in it, and it has things like probiotics and prebiotics in it. It does everything from helping to regulate your blood sugar, helping to curb your cravings. It helps with your skin, your nails. Like, I don't know if you can see in here, but like my nails, I don't do anything to them. They're growing like crazy. My hair, my skin, like I literally don't even have makeup on, just a little tiny bit of mascara that I put on about, I don't know, 12 hours ago now. And I have worked out and I've been at work all day. So it does amazing things for you with that regard. But basically, it helps to change your body at a cellular level. So as a society as a whole, I would say a lot of people are overweight. And although people are overweight or fat or obese, they're literally starving. They're starving their organs because we are not giving ourselves real food anymore, and we're not giving ourselves superior quality food. And that's what Shakeology is. The ingredients of Shakeology basically come from places like the Andes or the Amazon or the Himalayas, and that means that it's untouched soil. There's no GMO or contaminants or pollutants in the air. And these ingredients, the nutritional quality of them is so good. And when you start giving your body these types of things, your body responds well. So it is a shake that tastes amazing. It'll help curb your cravings because it tastes so good. I have the chocolate here, and I'm not kidding you when I tell you I add half a banana, I add a little bit of PB Fit, which is like a powder-based peanut butter, but you could put a regular nut butter in there as well. Some ice, I blend it. It's like a dessert. My kids love it. If I have it near them, they freak out because they want to sip, and they think that they're getting a treat or a dessert. And it's got things like spinach and kale and spirulina and goji berries and things like I could never get into my kids if I didn't give them this. So Shakeology is a game changer. When you start drinking this product, number one, it's going to change your body at a cellular level, and you're going to realize just how good your body can feel. When you get a challenge pack, you're going to get the entire container system, nutrition plan, meal plan that I talked about. You're going to get a bag of the Shakeology. You're going to get an entire fitness program. You're going to get myself as your coach, or if Debbie and Charlene, who are also coaches in this group, invited you, you would get them as a coach. You're going to get into a private accountability and support group, which is huge. I mean, you can buy a product, but if you don't have a coach cheering you on, motivating you, checking in with you to make sure you're actually doing it, and if you don't have the support of all these other people who are working towards the same goals and posting in a private group every day, I did my workout, or this is the workout I did, or this is what I ate for dinner, and here's this really cool recipe that I had, that's huge. So I'll tell you, when I first started, on days where I was so tired and I didn't want to get up, I'll remind you, I started this when my baby was 8 weeks old, so I had very many sleepless nights, and it was really hard to actually get up earlier than the baby when I was up at 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning feeding her, sorry. But when I looked on my Facebook and I saw all these notifications of other people who were posting that they just did their workout, I felt like, oh my gosh, I have to get mine in there too. And so it really, really motivated me. And just having that support of a coach along with this amazing program has been instrumental in my changes. I'm so proud of the transformation that I have had. I'm proud of this product. I have so much conviction for it. I can't even begin to relay or explain to you what this product, Shakeology, and what learning how to eat properly has done for me. It's such a simple system, and it really was an eye-opener to me because I realized that although prior to being involved in this, I thought that I was eating healthy. I thought that I was eating the right foods, and I'll be honest, I didn't think I needed any of this. And I thought there's no way that I'm going to buy some shake and drink this and think that it's, going to do wonders for me. I was the biggest skeptic, and the only reason I bought this whole thing is because I had a new baby. I did not like the way that my body looked. I knew I had to make changes, and I didn't want to spend, a year trying to lose the weight. I saw a friend who did this, who is now my coach, And she posted her results on Facebook, and I thought, oh my gosh, that's what she accomplished in 21 days. I need to do this. So I basically said, just tell me exactly what you did and I'll do it, because I want to get those results in 21 days. And I bought the package. And I went on this auto shipment home directive Shakeology because it's the cheapest way to bundle everything as a challenge pack to do that. And I had a reminder set in my phone to call and cancel this, because there was no reason or need that I was ever going to have this shake thing, because I knew how to do this. And I really didn't even think I was going to do the at-home workouts. I thought I would maybe do 1 or 2 here and there on days where things got hectic. And when I really truly followed the 21-day program and I added in those workouts and I added in the Shakeology, within 2 weeks I knew this program was for me. This program teaches you how to eat real food, and it's just been such an amazing change in my life. So I want to share it with other people, because there are so many gimmicks, there are so many fad diets, there are so many people who just want to take your money, and this is not one of those. This really, truly, if you follow this program, you will lose the weight. You will feel healthier. If you have health conditions now, I can guarantee you that you will begin to change them. I have seen so many people who are diabetic and, having to take different medications every day for blood pressure and diabetes and things like that. I've seen them eliminate the need to do that entirely, because they've gotten themselves into a healthy weight. They have gotten their blood sugar regulated, and they've adjusted the things that they've eaten. This program will teach you that. There is no other program that I'm aware of on the market that will give you all of this and will give you a coach. And the coach is huge. The coach is so big to you. I mean, you can go and buy something anywhere that's going to help you lose weight. But when you have that support group and you have a coach cheering you on to make sure you do this, you will be successful. So I really hope that I've been able to convey to you the program that we use, the program that I continue to use and love. I know that it can do amazing things for you. I've seen it do it for me. I've experienced it firsthand. I've seen it do it for the other coaches in the group, and I have seen it do it for so many customers who are now my friends, who continue to be in my support groups and my accountability groups, and continue to help cheer on newcomers. So we have an amazing community, and I would love for you to get involved in it. So please reach out to myself or to whoever invited you into this group, and let's get you started on becoming serious about being the healthiest version of you. Take care, guys.